Look how big this leaf is. Nature's wild. I love it. So I wanted to talk about a healing potion, tincture, dropper. I don't know how we want to call it. Amazing is what I'd like to say. I got it from a friend named Daniel on Twitter. He has a whole website. I will link it up here somewhere. Yes, I still have this leaf. It's about, yeah, it's a few days short, 2 days short of a, oh my, few days shy of a month that I've been taking this. My brain just gets so like in front of my mouth, which is nice now because I actually can think straight and actually like I have all these thoughts and I can put them in a direction and finish a book. I finished a book. I finished like 3 books in a month. I've finished 3 books. I really say that it's because of this medicine and everything that is in this medicine, because I am very malnourished. I've been malnourished for years. I've been struggling to get my nutrition levels back up just for them to be depleted again, because I would like fall back into bad patterns of drinking coffee, or I would eat out somewhere, not particularly know like what the stuff is or what's in it, where it's from, just too many unanswered questions. What else did I do? This probably wasn't, I wouldn't sleep at times, or I would work really hard, and I really would just like stop putting self-care, wouldn't think about self-care much, like I would not do yoga or meditate. And I don't have to really meditate every day, but I have to do yoga every day, or I feel it by about like 6 o'clock. Just feel like a potato, a stiff potato. But this medicine has helped with my cognitive function, like my anxiety, my depression. It makes me look at things differently, like less attached, more detached, more seeing it as something that can be fixed instead of something that is an obstacle that you can't get over. Like, I can remember things, and when I read, I don't have to like read something 3 different times to wonder if like that's what I said. Also, texting gives me anxiety, like constantly having people message me all the time, and like the way that the world is now and how you can get a hold of just about anybody at any given moment at the tip of your fingers gives me anxiety. And I used to think that there was something wrong with me, or that like it was like a trauma thing, or really it's like I can feel the energy and it shakes me sometimes just because I didn't particularly invite it in, which is it's weird to explain. It's hard to explain. Like I'm still trying to figure out like the proper words. Uh, but it's helped me to be able to like breathe, so I'm not so sensitive, or it allows me to step into my sensitivity, so my sensitivity can be like harnessed and used to fuel me instead of kind of dump fire on me. It's like I jumped out of a loop. I've been through those phases where I just didn't want to like live anymore and be around anybody or anything, and I like just hated everything because I was in pain, and because I was tired of living a certain way that I didn't feel like I had a way to get out, even after I tried everything, with all the diets, all this like meditation, yoga, this, that, writing down journals, and just all the stuff that you see online that's for self-help and things. All that stuff is amazing, and I'm glad that it exists, and I'm so happy that all of the collective is bringing it all to our attention so we can heal each other. But also, I feel that a lot of the disorders, yes, this leaf is my friend, ooh, butterfly, all the disorders like anxiety and or like schizophrenia, depression, just, and I'm saying like certain things that I've dealt with, or sort of like a psychosis of whenever you're stuck in everything just hurts. Also a lot of diseases, like a lot of chronic diseases, everything I feel can be brought back now to malnutrition. And in all of the studying that I've done and all of the ups and downs, pains, learning, trials, tribulations, I never really thought to like stop and think malnutrition. Like really malnutrition. Even though like I'd eat good vegan whole foods, things like that. It was like I was detached from the real problem or the real thing that I needed to be focusing on. Man, my arm's starting to hurt. I'm holding my phone up because I couldn't find any way to kind of like put my phone on a stick or up against a tree. So here I be. Bumblebee! Yes, I get distracted pretty easily, but in like a happy sort of sense. That's something that this medicine's really helped with me too, is like I go so fast, like I am naturally a quick person. Like I learn quickly, I have like my path that I know where I'm going and things, but I also flow with everything. So, well, not everything, but things that are relevant to me. And sometimes I would struggle with going back on track of where I needed to be because I was so like distracted from my internal shaking and anxieties, which brings back to malnutrition. I would shake and feel weird and nauseous and just like not in my body and stuff, and I would think that there's something like wrong with my mind or wrong with me, or like I'd ask myself like, you know, the spiritual things, like maybe it's like trauma, or maybe it's someone else's pain, or maybe it's this, or like, is this mine? You ask yourself all these questions, but then you're left with, this is what's happening to me right now. And when you've got like all sorts of outside sources telling you things that you know like doesn't pertain to you, you're wondering like, okay, so what's the answer? And it's malnutrition. It really is. It's malnutrition. It's some form of deficiency, something that's missing that you need, that's specific to you. Like, I remember there'd be days I'd get off work, I wouldn't be in a bad mood, I'd have a good night. Like, I worked with my family basically, and they were with me through a lot of the hardest times of my life, and so I was comfortable. I was always comfortable there. So whenever I would leave, I'd always wonder why I felt so weak and just constantly vibrating. Like, really, like imagine your phone going on vibrate and then never going off, and you have to just kind of exist and live your daily life while you're embodying that weird vibrational energy, and you just like wonder like, what's going on? How do I fix this? It's helped me be able to stay in the direction that I need to go into while still taking in other things that would be good for me. Malnutrition will leave you so overstimulated, but you don't have anything to fuel the overstimulation, so you're running on like an empty tank. I'm still learning how all of these elements pertain to the human body and healing and our biology and how it all works together. I understand the things intuitively, but I want to be able to explain it so people can really take it all in and apply everything. So why is malnutrition so hard to heal from? Shouldn't you just eat all the things that you're supposed to and you'll feel better? No, I used to believe that supplements really weren't necessary. But sometimes you need to supplement nutrients because you can't really absorb any other nutrients. And the thing with malnutrition is you need certain nutrients to break down nutrients to take in nutrients that you need. But if you don't have the proper components, it all gets backed up whenever you take it in. And then usually it forms in like IBS, or you can't poop, constipation, swelling, all kinds of things that reflect into our physical bodies. I feel that, and I've only been taking these tinctures, I've just been taking this one specific tincture. It's called Awake. It's the Awake Tonic. I had the first batch that he made that was the Harmla infusion, which I'm not sure he makes anymore. However, he has a whole bunch of other ones. Like he has a sleep tonic, an awake tonic, a brain tonic, which is my next one that I am aiming toward have. It's just, I'm taking on a little at a time. I realized that I have healed so much in the last 4 months. I've done in about 4 or 5 months, I have done 5 years of work. Kind of tired. Happier, much happier. I still struggle. I do. I still struggle. I have my hard days. Some days I'll still shake. Like if I'm out too long and I'm running around doing errands and or working, I'll still shake. My body will like get depleted, and I start having one of those like anxiety attacks. I just call them like food pits. Like I have to eat usually, and or take a nap, or lay down on the ground like flat for a little while and eat and wait for my energy to come back. My energy will come back, but I've learned to listen to myself. Like these medicines have helped me to listen to myself more than I used to. More like removed the veil, as I used to just kind of block myself out sometimes for some reason. Like I feel like everybody does that. I also wanted to add that this video isn't sponsored. It's just more, I want people to know that you're not alone and that there are more answers. If you still have questions, like please reach out. There's someone that will help you. I know I suffered for a long time. I suffered for years without thinking that anybody really cared or really understood, and I really would think that I was all by myself for a while. I really do hope this video was helpful and that you check out some of the things that could help guide you back further into yourself to heal you.